Hey guys, my name's Oliver. I'm just here to talk to you guys about MEPS and stuff like that. I'm in the Navy. I joined the Navy in August of 2015, August 27th, 2015, and I leave Tuesday. Not today's not. I leave on Tuesday, February 9th, and I'll get a lot of more videos out about the Navy later. But right now, I can only do what I know. Um, uh, see. I'm here to talk about the ASVAB and the MEPS and different jobs you should do for jobs and stuff. And I'm going to talk about the process of how to what you do when you join. If you're watching videos like this, you're probably looking to join the military. You're in the military and you're probably looking to join the military. If you're looking for MEPS, you're looking to join the military. You're I'm ready to see what branch I want. You're probably just looking through different videos. So this is for people who want to join the Navy or any branch service. However, will be primarily for the Navy. I can help you with some branches, but not enough to help you. The Army does this. You should bring this. I don't know that much depth about the Army because I'm not in the Army. I'm also not in the Marines, so I don't know anything about the Marines. I only know what I did in the Navy, what I did for boot camp, or not boot camp, what I did for the MEPS for the Navy. So in the ASVAB. All right. So whenever you go to your recruiter, you've talked to your recruiter, maybe you've already talked to your recruiter, but those who haven't, you go to your recruiter. They're really nice. They're trying to sell you into the Navy, trying to hey, this is a really cool job, you should do this, you can go see the world, and you can do this and that. They're trying to be really nice to you. They are really cool people. The recruiters mine are pretty cool, mine are pretty awesome. They're really funny too. But what you gotta do is you got to go there, and if you're 17, you gotta bring a parent, but if you're 18, you can do, or 18 or above, you can do whatever. You go there and I'm going to the Navy. So they're going to go there and you're going to go to a room or whatever, and they'll have a computer set up. It's and you take this practice ASVAB. Alright. You're going to try to score a 50 at least. Because I know the Navy changed it, but because this recently changed it last couple months. They want you to get a 50 on the ASVAB to actually join. So try to aim for a 50. So study for the practice one. Study for the ASVAB in general. So if you're looking to join, study the ASVAB. It's like high school. It's not that hard. It's common sense, really. To me, it's common sense. Great, I didn't make the best score. I made a good score. I didn't make the best one. What you got to do is you got to make 50 on the ASVAB to join the Navy. Alright, then your recruiter will give you this big thing of papers, it's not huge, but it's not small either. It's like this. It's about that thick, and they drop it in front of you. Here's all this, your security stuff, your security clearances. This is to help you get your security clearance. They'll be here. This is your medical, your security. Here's references you need to do. So, if they are satisfied with the score on the practice, I believe that's what it is. And then they'll sit and. What you get on the practice one, it's geared harder to make it I don't know why it's geared harder, but it is. And so my recruiter said, this one's harder, you're probably going to get 10 points or higher, 10 to 20 points higher than 10 or 12, either 10 or 12 or 20, whatever. You might get 30, who knows? it's whatever you do. But I got a 55 on that, I believe, on that practice one. Dang, I studied. I've taken the practice ones before, but on the internet, I've studied, So don't fret if it's a low score. The score you didn't think you're gonna get, it's harder. Okay, so they'll bring you to MEPS. Okay, before this, make sure you know exactly where your birth certificate, your social security card is, and eventually your transcripts. Make sure you know where that stuff is. If you're 17 and you're still in high school, you get your transcripts to them later. But right now, if you're 18 or you graduate high school, make sure you know where all that is, because you need to get your social security card or birth certificate in there. It took me 2 months to enlist, almost 2 months. I called a recruiter on July 2nd, and I said, hey, I want to join the Navy. He's like, all right, how old are you? Wait, I'm 17, blah, blah. So and your parents like, yeah, my parents are cool with it. They're gonna come with me. It's like, all right, so I'll see you on blah blah blah. All right, see you then. I said, all right. So then I went to him and did all that practice stuff and came back, did all the freaking paperwork I had to fill out. It takes about an hour and a half to do. Unless you have like family helping you, like, here, fill this out, help me fill this out. You know, what is this? What is this? It might take a little bit less time, but it might take a little longer. I don't know. Varies. It took me an hour and a half or so. But then you go to your recruiter, like, all right, we're gonna schedule an ASVAB thing, and I believe they have to tell MEPS 2 days before you go. So make sure when you do it, you go in on like not Friday. Don't go in on Friday because they'll schedule it. You go. I mean, you can, but they'll schedule it on Saturday. They'll schedule it for Monday, and you have to wait the entire week. You might actually be good if you do that on Friday. But I mean, if you want to get it over with, you might want to schedule it at the beginning of the week, so you can like schedule on Monday. You have Tuesday and Wednesday. You can take it on Thursday. So schedule it Monday or Tuesday, or you take it within the week. But if you want to wait for a whole week, then just do it on Thursday or Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and then they'll do it. They don't do it on Saturdays or Sundays because they're closed. Social security stations, I believe. So just if you go to a recruiter, make sure it's on Monday through Friday. Sorry, indigestion. All right. What else? All right. So make sure you know where your birth certificate stuff is. This is why. Because it took me 2 months to enlist. Is because I had I couldn't find my birth certificate or my social security card. I can't talk today. So make sure you know where that is, because it makes life a lot easier. It took me 2 weeks to get my birth certificate back, and it took me 2 weeks to get my social security card in the mail. So they got a mail ordered, and they can't make it for you on the spot. They gotta do all the crap they have to do. So, well, if you have yours, you will go to MEPS like 2 days later, and you take the ASVAB. Now, if you're far away from MEPS, you'll stay at a hotel, and you'll stay there, do MEPS the next day after the ASVAB. Maybe ASVAB isn't that hard. It's like a regular ASVAB. It's ASVAB for everyone. The ASVAB is the same. There's different tests that each branch has you do, but those aren't that difficult. The Navy's isn't that difficult. You just gotta pay attention, stay awake. MEPS it's kind of boring, but just bear with it. And stay awake during the ASVAB. You don't want to sit home when you're almost done. Like, oh, I fell asleep. Right, get out of here. We don't want you falling asleep on us. Do it later. Do it some other time. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure you study and stuff. And don't fall asleep. But if you don't have your Social Security card, you have to do what I did. You have to go to the Social Security office and say, I need a SNAP. And if they did to me like they do to you, what they did to me, they'll say, oh, they don't do SNAPs anymore. So like, all right, whatever. And we went to my recruiter, like, they don't do SNAPs anymore. Like, all right, just get a Social Security card. So, all right, so we got a Social Security card ordered, and we went to ASVAB. He's like, I already scheduled it. We'll see what we can do from there. I said, all right. So we went to the MEPS, got my ASVAB. I went to go take the ASVAB, and the lady's like, you can't take the ASVAB. And I was like, why? He said, doesn't have a Social Security card. He's like, can't let me get a SNAP or something. So yeah, go get a SNAP. That works. And then so we went to the East St. Louis one, Social Security office, administration or whatever. There, and they're like, no, there's no such thing as a SNAP. Okay, listen, there is a SNAP. I have one. It's in my room somewhere. It's there. There is a SNAP. Okay, there is whatever they tell you at the Social Security Administration. They have SNAPs. If they say we don't do those anymore, say, can I talk to someone in charge? And they keep saying that, like, no, this one stupid person on YouTube got SNAP, and they'll be like, yeah, well, that was probably a year ago. No, that was 2015. All right, so it was just recent. So they have them. Just keep pestering about it. All right, just make sure that they give it to you, because it makes your life easier. Like, you can complete the ASVAB. You have to wait for your Social Security card though to do MEPS, because then you can keep your SNAP. You can do your SNAP for MEPS, but to complete enlistment though, you need your Social Security card. They got to print that off and stuff. Anyway, also for your birth certificate, same thing. Got to complete enlistment with birth certificate and transcripts, so make sure you have those. Anyway, after you do your ASVAB, you go to MEPS. Okay, MEPS isn't like physical bad. Like, some of you might think, if you're looking and you've never really heard about it, you might go run a mile and a half. You don't do that till boot camp. So you don't run. I think the most work I did was a duck walk. and touch my leg. And touch my toes. I mean, that was about as much work as I did. Like, as in, what do you call it? Not any physical labor at all. Like, I just did any physical exertion was touching my toes and stretching and see how far I can how far I can do it like this, or how far I can touch my toes, or whatever. And so don't worry about wearing, like, I gotta wear shorts and a t-shirt, gotta wear cutoffs. Don't wear cutoffs. Do not wear pants with holes in them. You will get in big trouble. You will get sent home. You won't get in trouble. I mean, you will get sent back to the hotel if you live in a hotel. If you live close, you'll get sent back home. But like, I live only 30 minutes away, so I drove with my recruiter to MEPS. But they'll send you back. Like, we can't do anything with you. We can't wear jeans with holes in them. You can't wear shirts with holes in them. You gotta wear, like my recruiter said, wear a nice shirt and some pants, and pants with no holes in them. All right, so just do that. Be safe with that. This is a safe clothing option. Just a collared shirt with pants. Ladies, I'm not sure what you can. I'm not a girl, so I have no idea. But I know you can't wear holes. You can't wear short shorts. You can't wear thongs. You can't wear can't wear sports bras. You have to wear just everything. You have to wear just what you do if you want on a date, but not too fancy. Like, you just want a casual, like, friends, or you're with your friends. Also, there'll be a sign in your recruiter office that says what you can and cannot wear. Like, don't wear flip-flops or slippers, if you want to call them slippers, in MEPS, because they will send you home immediately. Also, don't use your phone at MEPS. You'll get sent home immediately. Don't cheat in the ASVAB. You get disqualified, probably from the military. I don't know if you get disqualified from the military, but you get sent home. If you cheat, you'll get probably disqualified. But if you get caught with your phone, okay, I take it back. If you're caught with your phone, you'll get sent. So they'll send you home, and like that will be your fault. I can't do anything about that. You're being dumb and didn't listen to what they told you. Because they tell you before, don't leave your stuff in your pockets. Keep all your phones and stuff in your bags and put it on this table right here. We'll give it back to you. All right. And so just do that. Not hard. So then at MEPS, like, you go there. I got my recruiter got us there at 5 o'clock. And we had to wait 10 minutes. 5 a.m. Yeah, I was there from 5 a.m. to 2:30, 3, around 3. Because I swore in at 2:30. Sorry, I got a message. Then you there, you get your eyes checked, your ears checked, see if you're colorblind, see if you're see if you're colorblind, see if you're deaf, see if your eyesight's terrible. You gotta make sure, because you're in the military, you can't hear anything, and your RDC, like at boot camp for Navy, RDCs, they start screaming at you and tell you what to do, and you're like, I don't know what you're saying, like, I can't hear you. Then it's not good. So they want to test you for your hearing, and then they'll give you they'll put you in a thing, and they're like, touch the button if this beep is louder than the other one. And so it goes beep. If you can hear this beep, press it in your ear. And it's like really high pitched beeps. I mean, I think they clicked like 3 times. Like, it's different for everyone because everyone's different, but it'll like be really high pitched noises, and like not too high, but like you won't be able to hear it get quieter. Then it'll get really loud, and then it'll get quiet. And it's not that hard. It's not difficult. Just press the button they give you. Just don't, whatever they say, don't touch anything. Just don't touch the stuff. There's a headset and a clicker. Don't touch any of those until they tell you. That'd be a long video. Crap. Oh well. There's a lot of stuff, Next one will be about jobs, probably. Anyway. At MEPS, after that, you'll sit down in the waiting room. It's like a hospital. Oh, first thing, they take your blood pressure. I forgot about that. They take your blood pressure, and you might be nervous. Don't be nervous at all. Just sit there, relax. There's nothing to be nervous about. Okay, there's nothing that can hurt you there. Okay, you just sit there, and if you think there's something, there's trained military personnel everywhere. So I mean, if there's something happens, they're there. So just chill. It's just not a big deal. Like, nothing's gonna happen to you. Just like, if you think that MEPS is you're gonna get caught with something, then if you're drunk and you're there, you're gonna get caught. If you had a buzz, like you drank a little before you get there and you come there with any alcohol in your system, then they'll send you home. I'll get into that in just a second. After in that waiting room for a while, they'll send you to this classroom and they'll talk to you about the uniform. They'll talk to you about the law, and like you shouldn't disclose stuff from the military, the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and all that good stuff. You know, just don't lie to the military. Write whatever you wrote on your medical, and that's it. Write whatever you wrote on your medical into the same medical thing, and you should be good to go. Not a big deal. Just chill. All right. If you didn't tell them about something, then don't say anything about it. All right. Don't say like, did you not tell us? Like, just they're not going to ask you there. They'll ask you at boot camp, like the moment of truth. But like, that's what I've been told. Obviously, it's probably the same for everyone. But they're going to ask you like, if you disclose something, which you shouldn't. But if you disclose something, just don't say anything about it. All right. Then after you stand up, they'll give you this piece of paper. You hand it back and forth. Men take the blue one, so it's for the guys. Girls take the pink one, it's for the girls. It tells you all the different stuff you're going to be doing. Also, you guys might be scared. Guys, you might be scared getting prostate exams. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get it unless you're 30. I didn't get one. Okay, so I was freaking out about that. I was like, I don't want to go to medical. I don't want to try that. I don't want to do this. And then like, no, don't worry about it. And you shouldn't feel uncomfortable pulling your pants down. You know, just chill. It's not a big deal. They'll have a doctor in there. He'll check you. He'll just check all over you, see if you're good. You have any scars, anything that needs to be talked about. Not a big deal. All right. So after you stand up that's later. So after you stand up in the classroom with the papers and stuff, you go over there and they'll give you a breathalyzer test. They'll give you this bounce around tubes, clear tubes, and they'll have you hold it and tell you to open it when you get there. Like, open the tube when you get near me. Like 2 people behind, open the tube, put it in the trash, hold it. Okay, just hold it there. Don't do anything with it. Don't put it in your mouth. Just hold it. And they'll like, here, come here, and then they'll step up, put it in the thing, and you go, take a deep breath in, just keep breathing until you stop breathing, or keep blowing until you stop blowing. Take a deep breath in, and if you get winded really quickly, that's sad. But I'm just saying, it's not. You just blow for maybe 4 seconds. You just sit there and blow out until it reads a number. It should say 0.0 because your blood alcohol content should be 0.0 because you shouldn't be drunk when you go to MEPS. So you will be caught at MEPS if you're drunk. And if you also smoke weed the past 30 days, you will get caught at MEPS before you go. I mean, if you smoke weed before, even like if you smoke weed at all, like and it's still in your system, you'll get caught because you get a peanut cup and you got to roll it around and see if there's any flakes rolling around there. If there's weed in there, they're gonna catch you and they're gonna be like, all right, this is weed, you gotta go. Like, you can't be here no more. And they're like, all right, so you're bummed because you're like, I'm just military, but like, so just don't do it. Okay, I can't tell you not to do drugs, but I mean, if you're doing drugs, you're in the military, you should just stop because you can't. You're gonna become cold turkey at boot camp because you have no access to drugs, right? So you just stop for a little bit, all right? Just don't do drugs. I can't tell you, like, don't do drugs before MEPS or boot camp. Just don't do it because they'll catch you. Then after that, you go to medical. They go to the medical room where like you have to like, you know, when you weigh yourself, you got to be in your underwear, right? So they'll make you stand on the scale, measure you. They'll height you. They'll measure you. They'll scale. Did I say scale you? Oh, you're not a fish. Sorry. They'll weigh you and they'll measure you. And that's what you got to do, because later when you're in the DEP program, once you finish enlisting in the DEP program, you got to write the same way you DEP'd in it. And I'll spend another video because this is long. Then you go over to a room where you wear nothing but your socks and underwear, and you got to stretch. Do the duck walk, stretch, walk, up line, do jumping, do like cherry pickers or whatever. You like go down and jump up. Go down and jump up with each hand, jump across the room, and come back. Do what they say. It's not hard. There's also a thing on the top, on the back, that says what you got to do. It's like 20 things you have to do. It's not a big deal. It's very easy. Like I said, you can wear a collared shirt and pants. You're not going to sweat in it. All right. Unless the air conditioner's broken in that room, or there's windows everywhere. Like our room had a bunch of windows everywhere, so it was really cold in MEPS, so we stood by those windows. So like we stood by when we had to go to the doctor to have him check our bodies out, see like if we're fit to serve. We stood by those windows and we waited because it was cold. But then after that you'll be done with BOCI medical, but you gotta wait for your medical to get processed. So like you wait there, then they'll start calling out names. Like go to your liaison when they call your name, and they'll give you your medical back. I waited about 30 minutes to an hour. I don't remember, but the key to MEPS is make friends. I mean, you can whisper. when they were there, they didn't really get mad at us for talking, but like, don't talk too loud. Eventually, it's going to get too loud, and they're going to be like, hey, shut up, because you're being so freaking loud. I don't remember because it was 6 months ago, so I don't really remember it, but I mean, just don't talk too loud. You can talk. I talk to people, make friends, talk to them, what's their job, ask them what they want to do, ask them what branch service they're in. Just chill, you're there to be, you're about to go to the military, you're about to become in a family, you just gotta talk to them, like, just chill. It's the key to boot camp, not boot camp, key to MEPS. And you just chill there, just talk, and then they call your name, like, I gotta go, see you, man, nice to meet you. Go there, and you go to your liaison, where they'll bring you to your classifier, your job classifier, and this is where you need to find your job. Alright, this determines the next 5 years of your life, 4 to 5 years of your life, and depending on what job you have, even more. I don't know. Mine's 5. So go there, and they're going to offer you a job. They're going to, like, off the bat, like, how about aviation machinist mate? I was like, that's what they offered me, and I was thinking about it too. I was like, man, this is a pretty good job, But if you have a job you want, don't stray from that. If you really want this job, then you go there and you're like, all right, I want this job right here. Like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Like, this doesn't rank up fast. I'm like, I don't care. I want this job right here. And I'm like, okay, we'll give you your job. You leave February 9th, which is when I leave next week. Literally 7 days. And my classifier is pretty cool. She didn't argue with me. She's like, all right, that's cool. All right, you want to be corpsman? All right, good. All right, and just put up for, sign me up for corpsman. She's like, all right, see you in 6 months. Like, okay. If your job is not available for you, you don't swear in until after you classify. Once you classify and you swear in, you're in the military. Can't change it. I mean, you can change. You put in for a different. You give me the program, and you can be like, hey, I want a different job. I don't want this. They can change it for you. I mean, before you go to MEPS, they'll have the DEP coordinator call you and like, hey, this is mine's chief. So mine was chief select at the time. He's like, chief select, blah blah. He's like, all right. Do you have any medical issues? And if he asks you, whatever you put on your medical form is what you need to tell him. He's like, do you have any seizure? If you're epileptic and if you have ADD and you did not put I'm ADD, do not tell him I'm ADD, because he'd be like, no, this is what does it say in your medical record? And like, no, it's like, don't tell me you're ADD. I don't care. So like I said, if you disclose something, don't tell them anything. Alright, don't let them know like, hey, I lied about this. They're gonna kick you out of the military and you can't join again. Just don't do it. Okay. So don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Just don't. I stressed out much more than I should have. Don't worry about it. Alright. But you can always call him back. Like, look, chief, and when you dep in, you got to call them by their rank. Like, hey, OS2, I need you to. I don't like this job, and like, hey, do you want to put a request and change your job? Like, yeah, what do you want to change it to? Like this job. If they don't have that job available for you because you didn't need to make a good score, or that job is no longer available to recruits, then they'll be like, all right, you can't get this job. How about this job? And if you want to keep that job you have, like, okay, I'll just keep this one. Not a big deal. Just make sure you get the job you think you want. All right. Don't let them tell you otherwise, unless they can't give it to you. But you can always walk out. You haven't sworn in yet, so you don't have. You can like, nah, I don't want that job. I'm gonna walk out right now. I'm like, okay, and just walk out. Just leave. That's all you gotta do. But I'm saying, like, just go there with an open mind. But always, you should go there with an open mind, but always make sure you have a job you want to keep. Like, I want hospital corpsman. Like I said earlier, they were trying to aviation machinist mate, and I was like, no, I want corpsman. So they gave me corpsman. After that, you go. Your thumbprint is your signature. All right, so they'll have an electronic thing where you got to scan, move your thumb around to make sure it's perfect. Like, all right, perfect, leave it there. They'll scan it in. Like, all right, this is your name. This is you, your recruit. All right, that's how you sign it. That's how you sign your name, because you write down your name. You sign it, then you put your thumbprint there, and then it'll like, that's he signed it. All right, so that's electronic signature. After that, once you sign everything, once you go with your class, once you classify, and once you sign, you do like that last electronically scan. Like, once you do that last scan with your thumb, then you're in. Like, you're basically done with MEPS. Then you got to go to the security room. Like, this room where they ask you questions like, have you moved outside the U.S.? With me, it was yes, because my parents are missionaries. Since we went to the Philippines, that's where I did my last 2 years of high school, which is why it took me for a while to get my transcript, because I had to call them, which is the day ahead, so I had to wait till the next day. But it took me a while. But so they'll ask you that stuff like that, and I think that determines your security clearance. Some of you might get yours before boot camp. I got mine before boot camp, before I I got mine 3 months ago, and so you just go with the flow after that, and then after that they'll give you a sticker. They give you a sticker that you put on your chest or whatever. Females like, okay, this makes me sound like pervert, but I'm not. Okay, what happens is I see like some people adapt in, they like put their patch on their thigh, and they'll walk by the thing like, my patch is right here. This is my sticker that gives me free food. And like, all right, it's free food, awesome. They give you food and a drink, and you go sit at the table, eat. It's pretty good food. I mean, it was okay food for me. Like I wasn't very hungry because I was nervous, but after that, once you're done, you're like, I want to go get my job right now. I want to finish. I'm almost there. I'll be in the military. Like, all right, just chill, eat food, and chill. Because you get hungry later. You're like, oh man, I should have eaten more. Happened to me. All right, so that's when you call your parents. And like I said, leave your phone. I did say that earlier. I did say that the ASVAB, but don't bring your phone outside of your liaison's office. Put it in a drawer. Ask them, like, I have my phone. Can I put it in a drawer? I'm like, yeah, I'll put it in the drawer for you. Make sure you don't forget your phone, but also make sure you don't forget your phone in your pocket, and don't forget your phone when you leave, because you can't really get it later unless your recruiter's like, hey, you leave your phone if they know what your phone looks like. But I mean, after that, like, you're pretty much screwed. I guess you can call and ask for the phone back, but whatever. See here, anything else? Alright, call at the time of lunch. That'll be time for you to call your parents and family and friends. Like, hey, I'm gonna swear in now. You can come up, and if you live far away, like I only live 30 minutes away, so they came right away. Actually, they took forever. They came when I told them to be there, and I was like, oh, whatever. So I had to wait another hour. But they're like, hey, if you live far away, like 2 hours or more, like if they live an hour away, you're gonna be like, hey, or 2 hours away, like, hey, spend the day up here, if you want. It makes them have time to waste while you're waiting, while they're waiting for you to swear in. Make sure that, just make sure they know that you swear in, what time you swear in, or else they'll do what my family did and came when the time I told them to be there. They left at the time I told them to be there. I'm like, okay, great. I just say another hour. The swear-ins go like 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, and that's it, I think. They go on every hour on the half hour. You swear in, you're done. You go back to the liaison, they give you a bag. It says like, hey, you're in the Navy now. Actually, I have the bag right now. They give you a bag. Looks like this. Looks like this. What's inside of it is a water bottle. Looks like this. A carabiner, whatever it's called, with carabiner with looks like it says military one source .mil on it. And it also has a shirt in there, a hat that I lost it. I would show you, but I lost it at Six Flags because I did this. It was a sad day. But yeah, that's all there is to it. MEPS isn't bad. Alright, next video I think will be a job. Sorry keeping it so long. There's a lot of stuff to talk about with MEPS and ASVAB. Anyway, don't be scared. Be sure to, I'm not gonna say subscribe because I'm not be like, hey, subscribe, I want to get paid. No, just if you want to subscribe, make sure you want to keep in contact. Want to see my progress after boot camp. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's cool. But I'll try to make more videos once I boot camp in 7 days. So I'll probably make some more videos the next couple days, and after boot camp, I'll make some more videos. All right, so yeah, that's about it. MEPS isn't hard. ASVAB's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, good luck on choosing your career path, and I am signing off.